All right. So we're going to talk about factoring trinomials. We're going to use this X method. So a trinomial has three different pieces. We have, this is just like what we talked about last time. We have ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is also a quadratic, okay? Because we have the x squared. And we are looking at, today we're going to look at when a is 1. It gets more complicated if a is not 1. But for today, we're just going to look at only cases where a is 1. That makes it easier. Okay? So we're going to use the X method. Have you guys seen this method before? Some of us have. If it's a review, that's okay. If you review it, then you'll learn it better. So when a is 1, what we do is we put c at the top. So we just take the last number and put it at the top. And the number in front of x at the bottom. And what we need to do is we need to get numbers that multiply to get c and add together to get b. So factors of c that multiply to get to b. We put them here. Okay. We already have that. Okay, so here's an example. We have a 1 in front of x squared, so we can use this. We're okay. And we're going to, c needs to go at the top. And this is b, 5 is b, 5 needs to go at the bottom. So numbers that multiply together to get 6 and add together to get 5. So think through that for a minute. What do you think?
2 times 3.
Okay, so then we put a 2 here. Let me turn on my pen. So we put 2 here and 3 here. Because 2 times 3 gives me 6, and 2 plus 3 gives me 5. And so then all we do is this is a positive, then our factors would be x plus 2 and x plus 3. And that's all we do. That's our factors. Okay. So let's go ahead. I will do some examples. So I have 2 worksheets for us. The first one is just the X method to practice. And the second one is our actual homework that we're going to turn in. So we'll do a few of each together. So this one is just to practice. You don't have to turn it in, but if you're getting stuck, it might be good to do all of it to make sure that you can do this method. Especially if this is new. This would be a good worksheet to practice. So while I'm passing these out, let me just hurry and pass out our assignment as well. So this worksheet, the second one, we are going to turn in. The first one is just to practice, just to make sure you can do all these different types of factoring. All right, let's try some of these. So how about this first one? We need some numbers that multiply to get 12 and then add to get 7. Okay, 4 and 3. Good, so 4 times 3 gives us 12. 4 plus 3 gives us 7. So this worksheet's just to help us get in the mindset of factoring. Okay, how about this one?
2.
Good. So 2 times 2 gives us 4. 2 plus 2 gives us 4. Okay, this one's a little bit tricky because we have a negative. So we need numbers that multiply to give us 6, but add to give us negative 5. Okay, good. Because if we have two negatives, negative 2 times negative 3, that gives us positive 6. And negative 2 plus negative 3 gives us negative 5. Good. So sometimes that's a little bit tricky. So watch out for those. Let's see. Any other ones on the front you want to try together? This is the same one. Okay. I don't know. That's why there's 2 of the same one. Okay, any on the back? Let's see. These ones look trickier. How about number 5? We need 2 numbers that multiply to give us 75, that add to give us 10. So this is something that is not super easy for me. So what I do is I just look at this and I list out some of the factors. Maybe you probably can see it already. But if you can't see it already, like me, I kind of get stuck on these. I just list out some factors. So this is a 5. There's a 5 at the end, so 5 will go into it. You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's 75 divided by 5? We can use our calculator. 15? And does that work? So let's check.
It's negative.
Okay, so one of them needs to be negative. So, okay, so 5 times 15 gives us 75, but one of them needs to be negative.
Yeah.
And if we add them, 5 plus 15, which one needs to be negative?
5.
The 15 needs to be negative because we need the 10 to be negative, so the bigger one needs to be negative. But we just need one of them to be negative because 5 times negative 15 will give us negative 75. Okay. All right. How about 6? 6 looks a little bit tricky. What do you think? Something that multiplies to get negative 1 and adds to get 0.
Is it 1 and negative 1?
I think so, yeah, so let's try that. So negative 1 and 1. Negative 1 times 1 gives us negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1 gives us 0. So that works. Good. Okay, other ones on here that you want to try together. Okay, you guys have the hang of it? All right. So again, this one is for practicing. If you're getting stuck on the actual assignment, maybe go back and practice this way. Okay, but what you're going to turn in today is the second assignment. It looks like this. So let's just do, these are kind of tricky. Let's do a few together. So, again, we're still going to use this X method. We can use this X method when A is 1. So the number in front of the term squared is always going to be 1 for this worksheet. So we're going to put the last number up here. So 72 goes up here.
Right now it's already.
And then the middle number, or B, goes down. So we need numbers that multiply to get 72 and add to get 17. So this one, let's see. So 72. Let me grab a calculator and do it on the calculator. So I like to just start listing out some factors and seeing if they work. So I can see that 72 is even. So I might as well take 72 and see what 72 divided by 2 is. So 72 divided by 2 is 36. So the factors of 72 are 2 and 36. Is there any way I can add those up and get 17? Okay, so that's probably not going to work. How about, let's go up another number. Let's see, does 72, can I divide it by 4? 18. So I have 4 and 18. Is there any way I can add 4 and 18 and get 17? No. Okay, let's try another number. How about 6? That's 72. Can I divide by 6? Okay, 12. So 6, I'm just going to keep writing factors up here. 6 and 12. Is there any way I can add 6 and 12 and get 17? Okay, so that didn't work. How about, what else does 17 do? 8. Okay, 72 divided by 8 gives us 9. So 8 and 9. Can I add those up and get 17? Okay, all right, so 8 times 9 gives us 72. And 8 plus 9 gives us 17. So some of these are long, and if you're good at your multiplication tables, you can just see these pretty easily. But I'm not super good at that, so I just have to write them out and try them all. Okay, questions on that? All right, look through there. So there's a front and a back. Look through there and see if there's any that you want to try together. We'll do maybe 3 more. 2 more? $16? Okay, let's do 16. Okay, 16's on the back. Oh, there's supposed to only be ones. Interesting. This was filed under A equals 1. The title even says A equals 1. And A is 2. What happens? Okay, we'll just skip those ones. Let's see. Let's try it if we change it to 1. Let's see if that works. And if it doesn't work, we will skip all of those ones because we're not there yet. All right. How about we have 60? So 60 goes on the top. 26 goes on the bottom. I'm not sure this one's going to work, so let's try it. So we need factors that multiply to give us 60 and add to give us 26. So what are some factors of 60? It's not going to work? Okay. So, all right. Bailey is faster than me. We're going to just skip all of these ones. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. These ones we'll learn how to do these next week. But we're not going to talk about this. A is not 1 here. Does that make sense? That's why we're just sticking with when A is 1 for today. Okay? All right. Okay, other ones. Oh, I guess what we should do, I forgot. We need to write this as, so we have our n plus 8 and n plus 9. So this is our answer. This is what I need to see. The factors. Okay, any other ones you want to do? We'll skip the 16 through the end. So not at least one more together. 15? Okay. All right, here we go. So what do we put on the top of our x?
35.
Good, 35. How about on the bottom? We're going to put 12, and we have to bring the sign. So this is going to be negative 12. Oops, negative 12. What are some numbers that multiply to give us 35 and add together to give us negative 12? So let's maybe list out some factors of 35. So this has a 5 in it. We could do 1 and 35. Is there any way I could add 1 and 35 and get negative 12? Okay, that one's not going to work. How about, I know this can be divisible by 5 because there's a 5 at the end. So I remember that 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. So let's write that. So we have 5 and 7. So 5 times 7 is 35. But 5 plus 7 doesn't give me negative 12. So what do I need to do? Good, I need to make both of them negative. Because then when I add them, it'll be negative 12. But when I multiply two negatives together, I'll get positive 35. And then my answer will be k minus 5, parentheses, k minus 7, parentheses. So this is what I need to see. This is the factored version of our polynomial. Okay, do you guys want to do one more together, or are you ready to work? You good? Okay. All right. Also, I will, again, these flag submission keys are up here if you want. If you want one of those, you can take them on your way out too.